Carly in a while. It's everyone's favourite lane.
Oh, mid lane? No, it's not.
Shut the
No,
fuck
it's
up,
not.
dude.
I can play a Carly mid, and that's about it.
I hate mid lane.
Play anyone.
Hi, welcome to my Ziggs tips and tricks. I will be showing a couple of things that I've picked up when playing Ziggs. Sorry about the intro just then, it was just a little thing my friends complained about mid lane. Alright, let's get right to it. First of all, as you can see, I am constantly poking Twisted Fate. The way his Q works is if it hits anything, it'll just explode straight away. So I'm using the range combined with the minions to explode if he's nearby. And if he's anywhere in that initial range, I'll just throw the bomb. Because as you know, if it doesn't hit any minion, it'll keep bouncing. But I'm using him and the minions to just hit him straight on with that Q. As you can see, his health is already below half. Next of all, as you saw, I got Satchel Charge. I prefer to take that because it kind of does a tiny little stun, which allows you to get another auto attack in. If you go look back, you can see kind of froze for a second and you can continue doing more attacks for him. It's also good to blast him towards you into turret, etc. and more stuff like that. Next, I'm going to show you a little bit of how to get a kill, really. This Twisted Fate came in, so I threw my Satchel Charge down, blasted him towards me, ignited, and then hit him with my auto attack, which also had my passive on, and resulted in me in getting first blood. My next point is another kill that I got, I think pretty much when Twisted Fate came back into lane. I put my Satchel Charge down, blasting him for that little bit, and then used my ultimate to cut him off. I didn't need to use the minefield, but I used it in case you wanted to move out of the way of my ultimate. It was just another precaution thing I did. Okay, so from what I'm building here, I'm building my first item is, I think it was the Chalice of Harmony, and then I'm building up to the bigger Chalice, I can't remember the name, but that'll provide cooldown reduction for all my abilities because more Qs and stuff. Oh, and there, as you can see, I bought a pink ward. I'll explain more about that later. Just then you saw me blast myself forward. The closer you are to the actual satchel is the further you will bounce, as I found out. So I come back into lane, and I see Twisted Fate again being too close to me, so I flash, blast that down, blast him to the side, and then ult him there, and there's another kill picked up for me. I didn't actually need to use the minefield, but it was just so he couldn't retreat backwards. As you can see, it's a very, very silly Frizackx my bush. He tries to ult me, so I shoot him with my Satchel Charge, which cancels his ult, put his minefield down as he tries to suck the energy out of me, and my ignite finishes him off. I also threw a bomb to make sure I get the kill. My first item I want to fully build is the big Chalice. Can't remember the name. Haven't looked it up yet. Chalice or something. Anyway, that was my first item to get. For the cooldown reduction especially. It also comes with very generous mana regen. This is good because with Ziggs you want to spam. Even if you do run out of mana, you only have to wait a little bit of time before you can start spamming again. This next bit was a very, very big bit of luck. I was so little health it ended in. But anyway, here we go. Twisted Fate still hanging around, so I'm like hiding in this bush waiting for him to come in closer. I place my Satchel Charge down, ready to make myself jump. I successfully do this. I head towards Twisted Fate and runs towards the bush to escape. I'm scared because I have no vision, and I was correct to have it because Frizackx was waiting there. I then ult to finish it off because I realised he has so little health. Frizackx then chases me down. As you can see, I'm waiting for my satchel cooldown, and at so much little health, I use the Satchel Charge to blast away, and then stop to ping to let my teammates know that I need help, and my top laner, my sister, thank you very much, comes down and saves my ass. Also at the same time, this is not Ziggs, it's just a general helpful tip, I was still watching my top laner's back because I knew Frizackx might come in. I put the minefield down in case he did decide to come back up, which I didn't want to stay because I needed to get out of here by this point. My next item I start to build is Lich Bane. This is good because combined with my auto attacks, it'll give me extra damage, which I think is the correct on Lich Bane. It'll also give me that little bit of extra mana. Next of all, I buy magic penetration boots because by this point, Twisted Fate or anyone else probably realise that I'm getting pretty fed and probably start building magic resistance against me. As I get back into that, I see Twisted Fate getting my pink ward. To me, pink wards are pretty important now. I may have gone too far in. I got a bit cocky and ran in. As you saw, he did a pretty good poke there. Well, it was alright. He got some damage on me. He won the trade. I didn't get anything on him. And he still gets my pink ward, which is rather annoying. Now, here's another kill that I get on Twisted Fate. This Twisted Fate, he's not a very good player. I'm not having a go. But there's things why I'm doing so well. First of all, I place my Satchel Charge down, put my minefield so there's no chance of retreat, and use my ult to finish him off. First of all, this was all my fault. My team were not giving me any information. I did not know what to. I thought they were going to go in. My fault because they didn't tell me anything, and I should have gone by that information and should have just walked away. This next part might be a bit hard to follow, so watch carefully. Watch a few times. This is probably the peak of the game that I played. I was rather proud of this. I think I did pretty well. I got quite a few kills, as you will see. So now the sneaky little bugger jumps in behind his fiddlesticks. I use my satchel charge to blast him into the turret range, and then use Inferno Bomb to take him out. But the Inferno Bomb then kills Lucian as well, and then I use my Ignite to kill Twisted Fate. The next item is Lich Bane, which is good for the extra auto attack damage and the extra mana. This is a very good example of knowing when not to chase. I use my satchel charge to blast myself to some safety from their original turret. I use Inferno Bomb to hopefully kill Nidley. Unfortunately, it didn't kill either of them, and they both escaped with the tiniest bit of health I could possibly think of. And I didn't proceed to chase them because there was no minions guarding the turret would hit me straight away, and they could have turned it around and killed me there on the spot. This next little bit is for you, Riot. As you can see, I can blatantly see a pink ward right there. Nothing was in it, and I knew exactly where it was, and then got it. After getting this pink ward, I decided to go in this bush. Fiddlesticks pops out of nowhere. So I decided to blast myself to safety, and then I realised, I can take him. So I use my minefield, and then luckily Evelyn helps me finish him off. This next part wasn't very good by me. I really wanted to kill Nidley, so I try and rush her. She dodges my Inferno Bomb, which would have saved my life, and then she does kill me. And she still gets away, and I quote, my friend says, "What a slippery slut." And as the game closes up, as you see me running in to help my team defend mid lane, I decide to get some minions gradually. And the second I see Lucian, I blast myself over that wall immediately. As I see Fiddlesticks ulti, I place my minefield down to stop his pursuit of the rest of my team. By this point, my team were dropping like flies. I had no health, I couldn't stand there and help. They were all quite well fed. There was nothing much I could do. I didn't know what to do, so all I could do was stand and watch as our Nexus crumbled to dust. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, subscribe, like, comment, and I just wanted to say one little thing. This video was mainly of the stuff that I did well in that game. Not saying I did everything perfectly. There were many things that I didn't feel needed to be added. It was not showing how good I am. It was just showing a few things that I did well.